हेलो फ्रेंड्स, आई होप ऑल आर डूइंग एक्सट्रीमली वेल। इस कोविड के टाइम पे आई नो कि सब कोई ना कोई वजह से अफेक्टेड है, बट येस वी नीड टू कीप स्ट्रॉन्ग, वी नीड टू स्टे स्ट्रॉन्ग, वी नीड टू वर्क ऑन आवर सेल्स, वी नीड टू जस्ट फोकस ऑन व्हाट्स गुड फॉर अस, व्हाट्स लाइक विच कैन क्रिएट पॉजिटिविटी इन अस। और उसके बाद ही हम अपनी लाइफ में बिना ओवरथिंक करते हुए अपने टास्क को ईजिली कंप्लीट कर सकते हैं। ठीक है, तो अभी तक जो लेक्चर्स हुए हैं, आई नो बहुत दिनों के बाद मैं आपसे सबसे मिली हूँ, इतने दिनों के बाद आप सबसे मुलाकात हुई है, लेकिन कोविड की वजह से और थोड़े रीजंस थे, कुछ पर्सनल रीजंस की वजह से आई वॉज अनेबल टू टेक क्लासेस, बट येस नाउ I'll be just uploading classes, uploading lectures on audit as well as law। तो उसकी टेंशन लेने की आपको ज़रूरत बिल्कुल भी नहीं है। सीए फाउंडेशन लॉ के भी लेक्चर्स कुछ ही दिनों में स्टार्ट होने वाले हैं। ठीक है, अच्छा, अब ऑडिट डॉक्यूमेंटेशन टॉपिक हमारा चल रहा था। तो ऑडिट डॉक्यूमेंटेशन में बेसिकली था क्या कि हमने ऑडिट प्रोसीजर्स कवर किए थे। हमने अभी पूरा टॉपिक कंप्लीट नहीं किया था। ऑडिट प्रोसीजर्स देखे थे, टेस्ट ऑफ कंट्रोल, टेस्ट ऑफ डिटेल मैंने छोड़ दिया था इस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में कि उसके रिस्पेक्ट में मैं ऑलरेडी एक क्लास ले चुकी हूँ। तब भी आपको एक इंट्रो लेवल पे एक आइडिया दे सकती हूँ। आई कैन जस्ट गिव एन आइडिया। टेस्ट ऑफ कंट्रोल वो होता है जो बेसिकली एक तरह का ऑडिट प्रोसीजर होता है विच इज़ डिज़ाइन टू इवैल्यूएट ऑपरेटिंग इफेक्टिवनेस ऑफ कंट्रोल्स इन प्रिवेंटिंग, डिटेक्टिंग, करेक्टिंग मटीरियल मिसस्टेटमेंट्स एट असर्शन लेवल। असर्शन लेवल यानी कि मैनेजमेंट जो अपने असर्शंस देता है उसके हिसाब से टेस्ट ऑफ कंट्रोल कैसे डिफाइन होता है। ऑडिट प्रोसीजर होता है, एक तरह का प्रोसीजर होता है जिससे आप कंट्रोल्स की वर्किंग देख सकते हो, कंट्रोल्स कैसे चल रहे हैं ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में, और उसी से आप जितने भी सिग्निफिकेंट एरर्स हैं उनको प्रिवेंट कर सकते हो या देख सकते हो या करेक्ट कर सकते हो। ठीक है, यही मतलब होता है टेस्ट ऑफ कंट्रोल का। तो टेस्ट ऑफ कंट्रोल में क्या होता है, ऑडिटर डिज़ाइन करता है प्रोसीजर्स, टेस्ट ऑफ कंट्रोल परफॉर्म करता है एप्रोप्रिएट ऑडिट एविडेंस ऑब्टेन करने के लिए। अच्छा, इसमें भी दो सब पॉइंट्स होते हैं कि ऑडिटर असेस करता है असर्शन लेवल पे, ठीक है, एंड उसके अलावा सब्सटैंटिव प्रोसीजर्स सिर्फ ऑडिटर को SAAE नहीं देते हैं। ठीक है, हायर लेवल ऑफ अश्योरेंस के लिए टेस्ट ऑफ कंट्रोल करना ज़रूरी होता है। ज़रूरी ये होता है कि अगर बहुत लार्ज ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, मटीरियल मिसस्टेटमेंट हायर लेवल पे है, रिस्क ज़्यादा है, तो आपका काम सिर्फ सब्सटैंटिव प्रोसीजर्स से नहीं चलेगा। यू हैव टू परफॉर्म टेस्ट ऑफ कंट्रोल्स इन सम और द अदर वे। इसमें नेक्स्ट टॉपिक जो था दैट वाज अबाउट नेचर एंड एक्सटेंट ऑफ टेस्ट ऑफ कंट्रोल। अच्छा, टेस्ट ऑफ कंट्रोल परफॉर्म करने के लिए ऑडिटर को कुछ पॉइंट्स का ध्यान रखना पड़ता है। फर्स्ट इज ऑडिट प्रोसीजर्स परफॉर्म करना विद इंक्वायरी टू ऑब्टेन ऑडिट एविडेंस। उसमें भी 3 सब पॉइंट्स हैं, हाउ कंट्रोल्स वर अप्लाइड, कंसिस्टेंसी एंड किसने वो अप्लाई किए। तो ये ऑडिट प्रोसीजर्स परफॉर्म करने के लिए ऑडिटर को चेक करना पड़ता है हाउ कंट्रोल्स कैसे अप्लाई हुए, किस कंसिस्टेंसी से हुए एंड किसने अप्लाई किए। देन द सेकेंड पॉइंट इज अबाउट द कंट्रोल्स विच नीड टू बी टेस्टेड। They depend upon the organization. They depend upon the internal control which has been already running in the organization. तो वो controls test कैसे करना है, उनकी frequency क्या होनी चाहिए, that depends upon the other controls, ताकि supporting audit evidence obtain हो सके। Now there was a topic which we had also left behind, which was talking about the inquiry. Inquiry alone is not sufficient to test the operating effectiveness of controls. Yes, this is true, this is a fact. Inquiry से आप टेस्टिंग को ये सोच लें कि टेस्ट करके आपको ऑडिट एविडेंस ऑब्टेन हो पाएगा, then this is not the matter which is being discussed here. Audit procedures are performed इंक्वायरी इज ऑल्सो परफॉर्म्ड. ठीक है, alone inquiry cannot solve the purpose of any auditor. Inquiry independently cannot give best results to the auditor. Now inquiry has to be taken in the combination with inspection or re-performance. Re-performance and inspection are the type of audit procedures which we have discussed in our earlier classes, in our previous classes. Now in this topic they have mentioned that the main point discussed here is that inquiry cannot be a base. It cannot serve as a base to help the auditor in extracting sufficient appropriate audit evidence. Now if the organization, whether it is small or large, you need to do inquiry along with inspection or re-performance or any other kind of audit procedure which is required as per the organization type. You need to carry out different methods, different procedures of audit in order to test the controls being followed in the organization. Now here some matters are discussed in determining the extent of test of control. Now again they have come to that topic, come to that point of test of control where they are discussing the matters which help in determining extent of test of controls. Now what are those matters? First of all, what should be the speed of control performance? What should be the extent of performance, scope of performance? What should be its length of time during the audit period? Because auditor is actually auditor is focusing on the effectiveness of control, that control should be improved timely, and there they have discussed the matter, they are focusing on the matter of the length of time. What should be the duration, what should be the extent of time, and what should be the rate of deviation? How much variations can be taken from a control? Is 5% okay with, is 5% or 10% difference or variation allowed? That depends on the size of organization, the nature of organization. And the most important point is the reliability of audit evidence. Whether the audit evidence provides maximum results about the organization, whether the audit evidence is acting as a base so that it can provide maximum solution to the problem, or you can say material misstatement can be improved or it can be decreased to a very low extent. So here they are talking about those matters which the auditor considers in determining the test of control. What should be the extent of test of control? It's important to study before applying test of control in an organization. And the last point here is the extent to which audit evidence is obtained from test of other controls related to assertion. Now the auditor has performed other controls also, and according to that other controls whichever the auditor is following, how much the auditor should rely or depend on them so that the auditor gets good results, good, sufficient, adequate audit evidences in respect of that test of control. Now after this, what have they talked about? They have talked about the timing of test of control. Now what does timing convey? After discussing about the matters, the main point which is considered is about the timing of test control. What should be the timing? Like if the auditor is testing control for a particular time or throughout the period, what should be the timing? How the auditor should decide that the duration of a particular test of control which he has to apply in an organization should be like to the mark. It should be appropriate. That depends upon the entities. Like if I give an example about inventory inspection or inventory verification, physical inventory verification. Now in that case, if auditor relies on a control over a period, then he'll be getting results for only that particular period which he is taking into consideration. Okay, and if he like if he does if he takes a criteria of taking physical inventory checking at shorter intervals or periodically, you can say, in that case he'll be getting results of those particular periods independently rather than focusing on only a particular period, which will give more better results to the auditor. Now this way auditor has to decide or think about the timing of test of control. And this topic was it was not discussed in detail, but the other topic which is already mentioned here, using audit evidence obtained in previous audits, this we had discussed in our previous classes, and this we had talked about in a detailed manner. So this we don't need to discuss upon again. But yes, after this topic we need to study about evaluating the operating effectiveness of control. Now, like if you have discussed upon the matters, you have as an auditor decided the timing also, which is perfectly appropriate according to you. Now you have to decide the effectiveness, how to measure the effectiveness. Now for that, auditor shall check, auditor will analyze whatever misstatements have been detected, whatever material errors have been found by carrying out substantive procedures. That will indicate that controls are not operating effectively, they are not working in a proper manner. Now in the case of absence of misstatements which were already detected by substantive procedures, they do not provide audit evidence that controls related to assertion being tested are effective. Which means, now this paragraph means that auditor will have to analyze whatever errors are detected by carrying out substantive procedures, whether they are giving the idea that controls are working in a proper manner or not. Because if those substantive procedures are not giving such an idea, then in that case auditor will have to carry out alternate audit procedures. Know how? He'll have to work upon the alternate, he'll have to find out alternate audit procedures in case if the substantive procedures are not sufficient to give a result that controls are not operating effectively, they are not working in a proper manner. Now in the other paragraph, what's mentioned here is, sometimes what happens is auditor does specific inquiries when he finds some or the other deviations, when he finds some or the other variations in any kind of control, whether if I talk about internal control or any kind of control, no matter whatever it is. If the auditor finds deviations, then in that case auditor will make specific inquiries, he will understand specific matters. Sometimes what happens is auditor does specific inquiries when he finds that the deviations, when he is able to extract out some of the deviations from controls, which like if he feels they are major or they are material or significant as per the audit procedures conducted by him and as per the nature and size of organization, whatever sampling or any other audit method he has followed, that I am not talking about. But yes, some inquiries auditor does. Auditor, what does he do? He makes specific inquiries to understand these matters in a better way. Like if he carries out test of control, substantive procedures, he gets some or the other audit evidence, then he does inquiry, he make inquiries. The third step he'll do is making inquiry, questioning from the top management, from those charged with governance, from middle level management from various departments of the organization, so that he is able to find out that whatever test of controls he has performed, they are providing a good basis, a right basis for him to rely on the controls, for him to depend on those controls, and whether additional tests are necessary, or whatever misstatement is there, or it's probable that it may come, it may arise, whatever error may arise, it needs to be, whether if it has a probability of, like, for example, of 50% or more than that, then it needs to be addressed, it needs to be taken into account as soon as possible. So these inquiries the auditor does, like after carrying out test of control or substantive procedure, whatever he does, in order to find out more or additional audit evidence, and in order to ascertain that the test of controls which are performed by him are right, are conducted in a good or appropriate manner, or whether additional tests are required or not. Now, if I talk about substantive procedure, now this topic shall be discussed in our next class, because now the classes have started, so it will not stop. There would be no such gap. And yes, if you like my video, then please do not forget to like. If you are able to understand, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Press the bell icon for latest updates. And yes, do study, do focus on whatever is there in the CA curriculum. Try to grasp, try to extract knowledge from it, from the books, because this will help you in deviating you from the negativities and focusing on the optimism, focusing on the positive side. So yes, that's all for today, and from next class we will be taking up the other topic, substantive procedures. We will be beginning with substantive procedures. Thank you.